Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who are teaching this truth in sincerity. The Shatiakim that's out there on the four corners of the earth proclaiming this truth. Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Brakatham. And so pretty much what's going on is we know that Donald J. Trump's going to speed up a lot of things in 2019. We're seeing the push of the mark of the beast, the RFID implant, and no, this is not just pertaining to America. The beast is not America. The beast is the entire system of Esau Edom. And America, the whore that rides the beast, is the scarlet-colored beast. But the one that's really going to push us is Esau Edom, which is going to go out to the whole four quarters of the earth. That anyone to buy, sell, or trade will have to receive that mark. That means that Russia's going to be involved with it too. They're all going to be involved with it because they all want to run the New World Order. And pretty much money, well, you know that that's pretty much done away with anyways. Pretty much almost everything is digital. You know, yes, you might have these worthless cash, but what is it? That's a Federal Reserve note. It's a reserve note. It's a check, pretty much. And checks are being done away with. You know, because it's a promissory note, you know, a promise to pay note. But yet that's not the real payment. But pretty much it's going to even go from that currency over to a cashless society. And in order to buy, sell, or trade, you're going to have that mark, that chip inside of you. And it is the chip because there's, you know, again, you know, if it was Christianity like General Yohana likes to claim, then all you have to say is that you're a Christian. You can go in and buy, sell, or trade with it. You know, and people can lie all the time. So that doesn't make any sense. You know, it doesn't prevent you from buying, selling, trading. There's a lot of Muslims that go and buy, sell, and trade. You know, they're not Christians. There's a lot of Hindus that go buy, sell, and trade. They're not Christians. So it has nothing to do with Christianity. And then you got another one that's out there that's teaching that America is the beast. America is the whore that rides the beast. You know, as in Revelation chapter 17. It's part of the 7 and goes into the 8th. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that, you know, because you got a lot of people that are teaching that America is just the beast and that the RFID is not the mark. But yet, what is it that hinders you from being able to buy, sell, or trade if you don't receive that mark in your right hand or in your forehead? It is an implant. It is the microchip. And so, but you got this other group teaching that that the beast is America. Well, that's just it, though. Is if that were the case, that only America would push the chip, then how do you explain Sweden? How do you explain London? How do you explain all these other places that are going cashless? China's been cashless for a very long time. People pay with their cell phones. So no, man, this is going to be worldwide. But America's a whore that rides the beast. And it's right here in Revelation chapter 17, verse 11, to disprove that America's the beast. No, it's the whore that rides the beast. Revelation chapter 17, verse 11. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is out of the 7 and goeth into perdition. You know, and that's talking about when the revised Roman Empire came back into power, that this 8th kingdom came out of the 7. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as of yet, but receiveth power as kings 1 hour with the beast. And we're in that hour now, you know, that pretty much you know, America, the whore that rides the beast, is in power with the beast, you know, because everything bows down to America. America's a big part of the beast, but it's only part of it. It's the scarlet-colored beast. They have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast, which is the UN NATO. That's why everything has to be approved by the UN, even though America does what it wants to do anyways. But nonetheless, though, the rest of the countries have to go in through the UN Council, so that's the beast. They shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. And that's talking about when Yahushua comes back with his angels to fight against the system, to fight for us. Because once the chip comes out, as Apostle Tahar puts it, it's only about maybe 8 months tops that the society will exist, that pretty much that'll be a wrap-up. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. And that's what we're striving for, to be called faithful and true. The chosen ones, chosen from, out of this, because before we didn't know who we were, but now we're coming back as a people. And so that in itself, it's scaring you. So that's why, he's going to shut down the internet. He's going to cause martial law. He's already destroying these cities over here. There was a plan to burn California. And car fire was energy, atomic weapons. Because why weren't the trees scorched if this was so-called... And they changed the word to wildfire now. Have you noticed that? They say wildfire. They're not saying forest fire anymore because, it's like, well, why aren't the trees scorched? Why are all these houses destroyed, but yet the trees are still standing? Why did it jump from house to house? And why is like maybe 1 or 2 houses saved out of an entire neighborhood, such as Keswick? Because these were atomic energy weapons. And when they were coming door to door and telling people to evacuate, what do you think they were evacuating them for? This whole thing was a controlled plan. Because again, the videos doesn't make any sense. And so, yeah, this beast system, the sword, which is Esau Edom, which is an entire system, they have a plan. And the plan is to get everybody microchipped. So of course they're going to downsize California. You can't have a bunch of people that, they're unwilling. No. They have to want the help from FEMA. And that's what happened to the closed down Kmart Center. Not long after Kmart closed, it became the FEMA Resource Center for people that had lost their homes to go there. They have to be given a reason, just like we know that they can manufacture hurricane wind.